Hello and welcome to Module 7 of Emotional Intelligence Management. In this module, we shall be focusing on emotional intelligence in leadership, that is leading with heart and mind. By the end of this module, students should be able to understand how emotional intelligence defines effective leadership style, identify key emotional intelligence competency for leaders, learn strategies to build emotional intelligence in leadership, apply emotional awareness in leadership, and then connect ethical leadership to psychological safety. The module content includes the meaning and style of leadership as it relates to emotional intelligence competence for leaders, building leadership, emotional intelligence, leading with emotional awareness, ethical leadership, and psychological safety. Before we draw our conclusion. Introduction. In today's dynamic and interconnected organizational environment, the role of a leader extends far beyond directing tasks and enforcing rules. Effective leadership requires the ability to understand human behavior, manage diverse emotions, and nurture relationships that support collaboration and high performance. Emotional intelligence enables leaders to recognize and regulate their own emotions while understanding and influencing the emotions of others. Leaders who demonstrate strong emotional intelligence cultivate trust, reduce conflict, promote motivation, and create an environment where individuals feel valued and psychologically secure. This lecture explores the multifaceted relationship between emotional intelligence and leadership. It begins by examining the concept of leadership and how various leadership styles relate to emotional intelligence. It then identifies the key emotional intelligence competence essential for effective leadership and present strategies for building and strengthening emotional intelligence in leadership roles. Together, this topic will provide a comprehensive understanding of how emotional intelligence shape leadership effectiveness and why it is indispensable for creating resilience, ethical, and high performing organization. Now, what is leadership as it relates to emotional intelligence? Leadership is the ability to recognize, understand, manage, and influence emotions in oneself and others to guide team towards goal and build positive work environment. So what it simply means that leadership simply means the ability to recognize, understand, manage, and influence emotion in oneself as well as emotion in other people in order to guide the team towards achieving organizational goal and build a positive work environment. The core idea there is that leadership is no longer just about task and authority, it is about people and their emotion. Why does it matter for leader to incorporate emotional intelligence? One, it builds trust and loyalty. Two, it reduces conflict and increase collaboration in a workplace. It enhances decision making under pressure. It drives engagement and performances, and it creates resilience, which is ability to bounce back and adaptive team. Now let us look at leadership style connected to emotional intelligence. We have 6 emotional leadership style according to Goldman. Number 1 is visionary leader who is inspired with a shared future, that is inspired with a shared future. Come with me, we are going to so place. This is a visionary leader. We have a coaching leadership style which involve develop individual for long-term growth. Then we have affiliative leadership style which involve build on harmony and emotional bond. We have democratic leadership style which involve value input and build consensus. We have pace setting leadership style which set high standard. Then we have commanding leadership style who direct compliance. Then we have a Goldman differentiate between resonant and dissonant leadership. Resonant leader is in tune with the team emotion. It is in tune with team emotion, that is trust, alignment, and energy. Whereas dissonant leader is out of tune In fact, it involves tension, disengagement, low morale. This type of leadership style has nothing to do with people's emotion, so which in turn brings about tension, disagreement, and low morale. Whereas resonant leadership has people's emotion in mind, which brings about trust, alignment, and energy in a workplace. Having known that, let us go further by examining the key competencies of emotional intelligence for leadership. Number one, according to Gorman classified four main domains of key competencies which have 12 competencies for leadership in emotional intelligence management. Number one is self-awareness. The leader must have emotional self-awareness. So that is emotional self-awareness. Number two is self-management. Under self-management, the leader must have emotional self-control, transparency, adaptability, achievement drive, and positive outlook. Then number three is social awareness, that is empathy, organizational awareness, and social orientation. Then number four competency skill in emotional intelligence management for leaders is relationship management skill, which involve inspirational leadership, influence, developing others, change catalyst, conflict management, teamwork, and collaboration, as well as building bond. These are learned skills, not fixed threats. So they are learned and not fixed in nature. Then building your leadership emotional intelligence. Practical strategies for development. You have to practice self-reflection. That is journal about emotional trigger and reaction. Know your emotional triggers and how you react to them. Always seek for 360-degree feedback. Understand your behavior's impact. To always seek feedback from others how your behavior impacts. Then manage stress proactively. Use breathing, pause, and mindfulness to manage stress. Develop active listening. Always focus on what others are saying. Withhold judgment. Cultivate curiosity. Ask open-minded questions to understand team perspective. Then lead by example. Model the emotional balance you expect from others. Then invest in coaching and training. Structure learning, accelerate growth. So these are how a leader can build emotional intelligence in his leadership. Now let us look at leading with emotional awareness. Applying emotional intelligence in daily leadership. What it means. Intentionally understanding and using emotion to guide behavior, communication, and culture. So it involves understanding and using emotion to guide your own behaviors and that of others, as well as communication and culture in a workplace. Key practices involve recognize and regulate your own emotion. That is pause before reacting. Practice empathic engagement. How might they feel? How might they be feeling? That is consider other people's emotion. Then create a positive emotional climate. That is foster respect and inclusion. Number four, communicate with emotional clarity. That is tailor message to audience emotionally state. Now be present and mindful. Notice non-verbal clues in interaction. So always notice non-verbal cues in human interaction. The outcome is that more thoughtful responses, stronger connection, and increased team psychological safety. So it results in more thoughtful responses, stronger relationship, and increased team psychological safety. So these are some of the outcomes of leading with emotional awareness. Now let us look at ethical leadership and psychological safety. What is ethical leadership? It simply means leading with integrity, fairness, transparency, and moral courage. Then psychological safety, on the other hand, is a shared belief that the team is safe for interpersonal risk taking. That it is a belief that the team members are free and safe to air their view. Examples: speaking up, admitting mistakes. So the leader should ensure that the working place is psychologically safe, where the employee have the right to speak up and where the leader can admit his or her own mistake. The powerful link is that ethical leaders build trust and respect. It also creates emotional security. Security enables psychological safety. Then safety unlock innovation, voice, and engagement. So there is a strong relationship between ethical leadership and psychological safety. How ethical leadership builds psychological safety? Ethical leadership, and now, the ethical leaders' behavior include models honesty and integrity, show fairness and consistency. So when you are honest and integrity, it builds trust, reduce fear of deceit. So the impact on the psychological safety is that it will build trust and reduce fear of deceit. Then when you show fairness and consistency, it will create predictability and justice. When you encourage open dialogue, it will make it easy, it will make it safe to express people's idea. So the followers will be safe to express their idea when you encourage open dialogue. Then treat everyone with respect, it will foster dignity and sense of belonging. When you take accountability, it shows it is safe to admit mistake. Now result, teams feel secure to innovate, challenge and collaborate. So the result is that the team will feel more secure to innovate, challenge and collaborate. Now let us look at benefit of emotional intelligence driven leadership. For the leader, some of the benefits include it enhance decision making and influence, it creates resilience under pressure, it helps in stronger and moral loyal team. Then for the team, it encourage high engagement and motivation, it improves communication and collaboration, it increase creativity and problem solving. Now it will lower turnover and absenteeism. So for the team, these are some of the benefits. Then for the overall organization, it results in healthier and more productive culture. It will also enhance the higher performance and adaptability. It also result to stronger reputation and employer brand. So these are some of the benefits of uh, 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 emotional intelligence driven leadership. Now let us look at practical scenario, emotional intelligence in action. Now let us look at this situation. A team misses a critical deadline, morale is low, blame is starting. Now low intelligent emotional intelligence leaders response will be it will blame the individual publicly, increase pressure without lis ten ing to the individual, then team becomes defensive and trust erode. Now for a high emotional intelligence leader response, it will be acknowledge the setback calmly, call for a meeting to discuss what happened, not who fails, lis ten emphatically to challenges each member face, then collaboratively develop a recovery plan. Then number five, reaffirms confidence in the team and then follow up with support and resources. So this is a high level intelligent, emotional intelligent leaders response. The result for the high level is that team feels supported, learn from their experience, and is motivated to success. In conclusion, emotional intelligence is a critical leadership competence which shapes how you connect, communicate, and influence. Leadership style, visionary, coaching, and others are more effective when infused with emotional intelligence. Core emotional intelligence competencies can be developed through reflection, feedback, and practice. Leading with emotional awareness turn reaction into thoughtful response. Ethical leadership and psychological safety are interdependent. One fuels the other. The ultimate goal is to create a trusting, innovating, and high-performing environment where people thrive. Thank you and have a nice day.